Good morning, students. In the last class, we were studying the topic change of state of matter. In continuation to that, we will study one process that is known as sublimation. So, what is sublimation? That is the process in which the solid directly changes to gas or the gas directly changes to solid without changing into the liquid state. This process is known as sublimation. So the definition of sublimation, that is the process in which solid changes to gas without changing to liquid state. Without changing to liquid state is known as sublimation, or vice versa. That is opposite of it is also known as sublimation, but we can use the term, that is for gas to solid, we can use the term desublimation, or as gas gets solidified, so we can use the term, deposition. So these two terms can be used for the opposite of sublimation, that is desublimation or deposition. Now the substances which undergo sublimation. Examples of substances that undergo sublimation are substances that undergo sublimation are, common example, that is camphor. In Hindi it is known as kapoor. Camphor, or naphthalene balls, that is naphthalene balls are put into the cloth boxes to prevent the cloth from pest. So naphthalene, then ammonium chloride. It is easily available in the lab, and the formula is NH4Cl. And iodine also show the process of sublimation. Solid iodine directly changes to gas. Now to explain the process of sublimation, one activity is given in your book, that is activity 1.13. In that we can see the process of sublimation is explained by taking ammonium chloride. That is activity 1.13. Sublimation of ammonium chloride. Sublimation of ammonium chloride. That is, you see how this is done. The formula for ammonium chloride, that is NH4Cl. NH4 for ammonium, Cl for chloride. Now we will take the ammonium chloride in a china dish. Solid ammonium chloride we will take in china dish. Solid ammonium chloride, and we will put wire gauze here, and then we will put the tripod stand and one burner here. Spirit lamp or Bunsen burner can be used. Now on that china dish we will put the inverted funnel, and the inverted funnel, the opening that is closed with a cotton plug. With the help of cotton we will close the opening of the inverted funnel, so that the vapors does not goes out of the funnel. Now we will start heating the ammonium chloride in the china dish. What we will observe, that on heating the ammonium chloride, solid ammonium chloride changes into vapor. That is showing the process of sublimation. And when this solid ammonium chloride touches the cold surface of the funnel, then again get solidify here on the inner surface of the funnel. The ammonium chloride get solidify or deposited. Therefore, the process is known as deposition or desublimation. So, with the help of this setup or with this activity, we can see how the ammonium chloride undergoes sublimation. When we will heat the ammonium chloride, it will not melt. It will directly change from solid to vapor, and then the vapor get deposited and change into solid form. So this is the explanation about the sublimation, how on heating the solid, the one form of matter can be changed into another. That is, the solid form can be changed into gaseous form. Now the next we'll see the effect of pressure. These all processes are involved under the heading effect of temperature. That is, on increasing the temperature, how the one state of matter can be changed into another. We have seen the boiling process, melting process, then sublimation, then freezing and condensation. Now we see the effect of pressure. Effect of pressure. Now before going to this topic, I will tell you the SI unit of pressure. SI unit of pressure. SI unit of pressure, that is Pascal. It is represented by PA. Pascal is the SI unit of pressure, and Pascal is the SI unit of pressure, and 1 Pascal is equal to 1 Newton per meter square. That means if we will apply the force of 1 Newton per meter square, whatever the pressure is exerted, that is equal to 1 Pascal. Another pressure is also there which we used common, that is atmospheric pressure. We write it as ATM. So atmospheric pressure or ATM is also the unit to represent the pressure, and 1 ATM is equal to 101325 Pascal. That is equal to 760 mm of Hg. That is equal to 760 torr, and that is equal to 1.01325 bar, and 1 bar is equal to 10 to the power 5 Pascal. So these are the various units of Pascal and how these units are related to one another. Side by side in the class we will study the SI unit also, and this will be helpful later on. Therefore I am telling you the SI unit of the physical quantity which you have to remember. You can note it down, all the quantities which we use. Now we will see the effect of pressure on the state of matter. So the effect of pressure on the state of matter, which state of matter will be affected? Mainly you see that pressure can be applicable only to gas state. Solid, it cannot be compressed, or the liquid, they have the negligible compressibility, but gases can be compressed. So the effect of pressure will be only on the gases. So the two effect we can see that, one, the gases get liquefied. The gases get liquefied on applying pressure, and reducing temperature. On reducing temperature. So if we'll apply the pressure on the gas and simultaneously will reduce the temperature, then the gases get liquefied. The atmospheric gases can be liquefied by applying the pressure and reducing the temperature. And second, the carbon dioxide gas can also be solidified. Carbon dioxide gas can also be solidified by applying pressure. And how much pressure is to be applied? That is at 1 atmospheric pressure, that is at normal pressure. It is in the gaseous form, so more pressure we have to apply, that is more than 1 atmospheric pressure. The pressure how much? That is more than 1 atm pressure. The CO2 get solidified, and if you reduce the pressure to 1 atm, again the solid carbon dioxide changes to gas. If we reduce the pressure from less than 1 atm, then solid carbon dioxide again changes to the original form, that is to the gaseous state. And this solid carbon dioxide, that is also known as dry ice. It is also known as dry ice because the structure is similar to the ice, but it is not wet. As the ice, you see the ice is wet, it is not wet, it is dry in nature, but the structure is similar to the ice. Therefore the solid carbon dioxide is also known as ice, and it has cooling effect. It has cooling effect. It is used for refrigeration also. So these are the topics which we have to cover under the topic, that is effect of pressure. That on applying the pressure gases get liquefied, or on applying the pressure the gases get solidified. The liquid and the solid does not change any effect of pressure because they are not affected by pressure, as their particles, they have not much space between them. Therefore only the gases, they show the effect on applying the pressure.